I've found it now. Oh, fantastic. So I'd like us to use the chat, and I want you to put a 1, just like this in the chat, if this resonates with you. So I'm going to read out 5 different things, and then you can put a 1 if it resonates. If it doesn't, you have to just ignore it and maybe wait to the next one. So the first thing is, it's hard for me to make friends or genuine connections. You can put a 1 if it resonates. If it doesn't, just leave it. Either the next one might resonate. Yes. So, I mean, I kind of resonate with that. So I'm going to put 1. Especially, I don't know, at this time in my life is fun. It's quite difficult. Yeah. All right. So a few 1s in there. Got some more people in the wait room. I'll just let them in now. Yeah. So 1. Fine. It's hard to make friends. The second one is loneliness makes life harder to enjoy. Loneliness makes life harder to enjoy. Maybe you love being on your own. I don't know. There are some people who are very happy to be a hermit, but at least for me, I think it does make life a bit harder to enjoy. Yes, so many of us can resonate with that. And welcome to the people who have just joined a couple minutes ago. We're just putting a 1 in the chat. I'm going to read a quote out or a statement, and if it resonates with you, just pop a 1. So thank you so much. I've just got 3 more. I often feel left out or an outsider. I often feel left out or an outsider. Does anyone resonate with that? Yeah. Few 1s, like especially, you know, you might be in a party and then, you know, people are talking about the weather and you might be like, I want to talk about something else. I feel a bit left out. Okay. The next one is, people let me down, so I think it's easier to be alone. People let me down, so it's easier to be alone. Does anyone resonate with that one? You know, people have just broken your trust time and time again, so maybe you think it's better to be alone. So you can put 1 if that resonates. And we've just got 1 final 1, which is, I have anxiety when it comes to meeting new people. I have anxiety when it comes to meeting new people. Does anyone resonate with that? Yeah, so I can see quite a few 1s there. And thank you everyone for sharing. Yeah, 1-ish. Yeah, it depends. I think I feel comfortable in some situations, in some, I really do struggle to actually carry on a conversation these days. I used to be very chatty, but I think since this spiritual journey, we've all got a bit quiet. So thank you everyone for joining in with that. And the reason why I said all those things out loud, because some might resonate, some might not, but that is what we're going to be tapping on straight away using the karate chop point. And once we've said these things out loud, then we're going to move into the full EFT. So I just want to know, has anyone done EFT before? Just put a yes or a no in the chat. I'd like to see if no one has, just so I can kind of gauge how much wants. Okay, right, no. So Nana hasn't, that's okay. Yes, no. Okay, so most of you have, but if you haven't done EFT before, a few times, not enough. Okay. So with EFT, we start with something called like the setup statement or the karate chop point, which is just by tapping on the side of your hand. And all you need to do is repeat after me while tapping, and you might start to feel some tingling. You might start to yawn a lot. That's great as well. So if you want to start tapping here, just the side of the hand where the karate chop point would be if you were going, and then just see how it feels. You don't have to tap, so you have to smack it. It's very gentle. And we're just going to take a deep breath in together and exhale. And I'm so happy you're all here, showing up, taking care of yourself. And we're going to say these things out loud, and all you need to do is repeat after me. So let's begin. Even though I feel like it's hard to make friends, I feel it's difficult to connect with people, I choose to love and honor myself anyway. Even though loneliness makes my life harder to enjoy, I want to go out and have fun, but it would be a lot more fun if I had someone there with me. So even though I may feel that way, I choose to love and accept myself. And even though I often feel left out or like an outsider, sometimes I feel like nobody gets me. They don't understand my sense of humor. I choose to love and accept myself anyway. And even though I feel like sometimes people let me down, and it's easier to be alone, I know deep down that's not really true. And that we all need people. And even though I have anxiety when it comes to meeting new people, perhaps this is because of the pandemic, or I've always been like this, I choose to love and forgive myself. And even though I may feel really lonely right now, I'm reminding myself I'm not alone. I'm tapping along with these amazing people right here. And we're all in this together. And take a deep breath in through your nose and exhale. And just notice how that felt, whether anything, tingling or yawning. So let me know. And also, I did see a few faces. Just make sure as well, if you want to repeat it out loud, you can, or you can repeat it in your head. It's completely up to you. I know we just got somebody joining now, so hello and welcome. So that was just us releasing those beliefs. And then we're going to tap in more positive thoughts and change our focus, because loneliness can be a mindset. Like we can start to feel like, oh, I'm so alone. Then what happens is we start to feel alone and feel sadness. And then that leads to actions that could make us feel even more lonely. We could start watching, Christmas movies and feel sad, or we could go through Facebook and say, oh, I'm so alone. Major yawn, Denise. Yeah, when I do EFT, it makes me yawn a lot. So I did say in the waiting room, if you do have something to write with, that's great. We're just going to do a 1-minute writing exercise. So if you do have something that you can grab, that would be great. Just to even if it's a small page, we're only going to be writing for a minute. And this is just to kind of refocus ourselves on things that are, working in our life. And a great way to do that when we're feeling lonely. So if you just joined a bit late, we're doing a loneliness during this time of year. So if you do get your, journal, and we're going to be writing a gratitude list. I don't know if anyone has done this before, or maybe it's part of your practice, but it really does help put things in perspective, that when we focus on what we have and not what we don't, it really does, make us feel a lot less alone, and really can put our minds, make our minds focus on something that, is positive. And then we're going to be tapping through those as well. So I'll just write in the chat, we're just going to do 1-minute gratitude list. So all you need to do, honestly, just write down everything in your life right now that you're grateful for. It could be your health. Maybe if it is people, it could be you like the robin that lands on your windowsill. I don't know, anything that makes you feel grateful when you think about it. So I'll set a little timer and we will go for it. And I'll join in as well. Okay, so let's get started. And that was about a minute. So if you just want to finish maybe the sentence that you're on. And if you want to share them in the chat, feel free to. I feel grateful for the food I ate, so I'm going to write that. My partner made a really nice dish and it was very healthy. I'm very grateful for that. So if you want to share anything you're grateful for, and let's get our minds focusing on what we already have. And then we're going to do a full EFT tapping, clearing that loneliness and remembering that we have so much to be grateful for, and that, you know, we're worthy of love and that we're not alone. Yeah, grateful for breathing. Yes, Alex, I love that. Grateful you have enough in life. Yes. Your kitties are beautiful, and the birds, and your stepmom. I love that. Thank you for sharing, everyone. It's so nice to just sometimes remind ourselves of our beautiful lives. I see Nancy P, you had your hand up. I'm not sure, was it just you agreeing to one of the statements, or is there something you'd like to ask? I've just seen that pop up. But if you're good, that's great. So we are going to move into the full EFT tapping sequence. So emotional freedom technique, we tap on meridian points in our body. So we're going to tap on 8 points. And this helps to clear stress, anxiety. It helps to calm the nervous system. And it's just a really great thing to help us feel grounded and connected. Oh, thank you, Tina, for sharing. Grateful for the blessings and everything. Yeah, beautiful. I love that. Colleen, welcome. We're just going to move straight into the EFT. A few more people are joining. Right on time for the tapping. Moving to North Carolina. Oh, that's beautiful. Your homemade cranberry ginger nutmeg. That sounds gorgeous. I love that. Oh, thank you. Amazing, everyone. Okay, so I'm going to show you the tapping points. You can copy along if you want, and then we'll start the speaking out loud and everything. So we have the start of the eyebrow. This is the first tapping point here. So if you just want to feel it out, again, you can just be gentle with yourself. And then we've got the side of the eye, or the temples. And then under the eye, under the nose, the chin, the collarbone, under the armpit, and then the top of the head. So those are our 8 tapping points. So you might have used those ones before if you've done EFT before, but if not, that might be something new for you. And so just like before with that karate chop point, I'll say something out loud and you can repeat it out loud or in your mind after me, and we'll go through the tapping sequence, those 8 points again and again. And then hopefully by the end of the session, you will have a new fresh perspective on loneliness and those statements that we said before. We're moving through that, and yeah, creating a new belief for ourselves so we can set off next week feeling a lot more positive and optimistic. So if you do have some water, you can have it after this. It's great to drink water and hydrate as we're doing EFT. So you can take a sip now because we will be speaking out loud if it's safe for you to do so. Amazing. I'm looking at your wonderful faces. It's making me smile. So thank you for being here. Very grateful for you all. Okay, let's begin tapping the eyebrow point just here. And again, just repeat after me out loud. Just take what resonates and then leave the rest. I'm not alone. I'm not alone on this Zoom call. And I'm not alone in the universe's eyes. There are so many people who feel the way I feel, who may feel alone at this time of year. And it's okay for me to feel that way. But I'm choosing to remind myself that I'm part of the universe. And I'm connected to everyone and everything. I'm connected to the animals, I'm connected to the people that pass me by on the street. And if I am feeling lonely, there are a few things that I could do to help. I could use this time to start a new hobby or something I've been putting off. I could join an online group like this and connect to people. I could go for a walk and say hi to a stranger. Or hi to the birds. And I remind myself that even though I might feel lonely, that I have a choice. I can always focus on what I have rather than what I don't have. Focusing on the blessings and everything that I love in my life. And I remind myself that it's safe to put myself out there if I feel like I want to. It's safe to make new friends. It's safe to be my authentic self. And it's safe to connect and be vulnerable. I remind myself that I belong. That truly, I'm not alone. I'm part of this amazing universe that created everyone and everything. And I can be my own best friend. I can treat myself with love and kindness. And remind myself that I am lovable. I am worthy of love. I am worthy of enjoying my life. I am worthy of making the most out of any situation. I am worthy of true, genuine connection. So I am open to new opportunities. New opportunities to meet new people. To try new things. And anytime I start to feel that loneliness or sadness come up, I go back to my gratitude. I remind myself of all the things that make me happy. All the things that bring me joy. And I commit to doing those things. I am worthy of being seen and heard. I am worthy of putting myself out there again. Because I am a wonderful person. And perhaps I forgot to remind myself of that. I am creative and unique. I have unique skills and talents. And I'm going to make this December one of my best ones yet. I'm allowed to have fun. And I invite joy into my life. And I let go of any judgments about myself. I let go of any fears. I release the sadness or anxiety. I am at peace with where I am at right now. The power is in the present moment. So I am not lonely. I am loved. I have everything I need. And I choose to focus on the good today. Because when I focus on the good gets better. Take a big deep breath in through your nose and exhale with a big sigh. And you might just want to sit here for a moment and notice how you're feeling, what has shifted for you. And just feel your feet on the ground, feeling that connection to the space you're in. And if you had your eyes closed, you can open them and maybe just take a look around the space you're in and notice something you might not have seen before, something you're grateful for. I've got this quite cute, this little bee. I forgot that was there. Lovely. And maybe just take a look around this Zoom room and look at all these beautiful faces. We're not alone. We're all here together. And I know this time of year can be, quite difficult. So thank you so much for showing up and connecting. We're all in different places all over the world. And I'd love to know how that was for everybody if you feel like sharing. So we still have a few more minutes left together. Colleen's giving me a thumbs up. That's a good sign. That's good. And maybe that was your first time doing EFT as well. And if so, what an honor to be able to tap with you. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Fatuma. Thank you so much. Did anyone get any tingling, relaxing? Oh, Nancy, thank you so much. Yeah, it's very relaxing. Oh, thank you, Kathy. I'm glad you enjoyed it. It's been a pleasure. And if anyone's got any questions as well, please feel free to pop in the chat about EFT or perhaps this subject, loneliness. I'm glad you're feeling a lot better, HR. That's great. Tina, thank you. It was a good reminder to focus on worthiness and things I have. I feel better. Yeah, no, it was lovely as well for me. Just remind myself, that what is one good thing that came out of 2020 was Zoom, and that we can connect to people all over the world. So thank you. Jasmina, oh, thank you so much. I'm glad to have you back, Jasmina. We missed you. Oh, Donata, thank you so much as well. And Colleen, I'm glad. Oh, yes. Oh, thank you so much, Fatuma. First time with everything. Oh, I'm so happy that, you got an opportunity to do EFT, and hopefully you'll come back. Oh, Denise, thank you so much, Denise, Jean, Colleen. And yes, so thank you, everyone. We do have another session in 2 weeks' time. I do a new moon, full moon ceremony. So if that is your thing, there is one next week on a Thursday, but we'll be back on the 18th on Sunday, the same time. And the theme will be celebration and kind of reflecting and closing out the year. So it's going to be really positive, and just being proud of ourselves no matter what's happened this year. So that will be that theme. And I do have your email, so I will send you all an email. Oh, so Colleen, yeah, I can share some things on here. Let's see. Okay, so I have to stop the recording and then I